All right, we're live. All right, what's up, guys? This is the first of many to come of the Order podcast. So we're going to call this the Original Order. So it's basically a conglomeration of all Harry Potter Wizards Unite YouTubers, and we will talk about anything that is relevant within the game, whether it's not much right now, but kind of where we can go, and whenever the game comes out, we'll talk about relevant events and things that should be needed in the game. So, welcome. My name is Adam the Orr. My name is also Adam. So go ahead and check out my channel as well. This is also kind of a promotional thing. But anyway, Adam the Orr, and then I'm going to throw it over to Malcolm at the Silph Scope.
Yeah. What's up, guys? I am Malcolm from the Silph Scope. That's it, right? To the next
Let's
one.
say where we're from too. Why not? What
I'm
country
from the Philippines. Yeah. So, yeah.
All right,
next one.
All right, what is up, y'all? I am Slitherwin. I am from Southern California, enjoying the beautiful weather. A little bit warm lately, but no complaints here.
Oh.
Welcome, welcome. All right, Zoe, you're up.
Oh, hickety heck. Okay.
This is what I meant.
Hi, I am Zoe. I am Snitches and Witches. I am from Anchorage, Alaska, the land of the midnight sun. Yeah.
Welcome. All right, let's see if
we then that's me, I think, yeah?
Yep.
All right. Well, hello there. Ivan, there's Matt, and I am also from Southern California, so also enjoying the sunshine and the heat. So
welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Geeta from the Portkey Adventures. I am in Denver, Colorado with Adam the Orr. So if you guys ever come out here, you can probably check us both out and hang out with us both. And I'm going to pass it along to Kellen.
Yeah. Hey, guys. So I'm Kellen with Wizard Tricks, and I am also in Southern California. So it's warming up, definitely. We're getting to be summer, but it's pretty beautiful out here, so enjoying it. But yeah, Kellen from Wizard Tricks.
All right. Well, welcome, because you are now the Original Order, which is something to be proud of, I think.
I think
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But let's go ahead and get to our first topic.
Really quick.
So it's kind of all over the place, right? I mean, like we originally heard that it's going to be second half of 2018, and now there's this new news about March 2019. What do you guys think?
Well, I think they're going to wait for PvP to come out in Pokemon Go, because I think the main attraction to Wizards Unite is going to be dueling, and I think they're trying to make the technology work before they release it, because that's going to be the draw. So I think they're delaying based on technology.
Especially what they just announced the other day about the Niantic technologies and what they're doing with it. With the AR technology, I'm pretty sure most of that stuff would be implemented in Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Fingers crossed.
That looked identical to what I imagined like Dueling would look like in an AR game. I was like, oh, the hype is so real right now.
Especially also with the iOS 12, because it enables that person-to-person, multi-people augmented reality. So PvP and dueling is closer and closer by the day.
Yeah, you'll be able to see the spells. With the new technology, you can see the actual spells coming out you. I mean, imagine the Patronus spell with the new AR technology. How cool would that be?
That would be cool, but can you imagine? Do you want to say the spell out loud in the public? Or do you want to just like a button like in Pokemon Go, like a smackdown?
Yeah.
Because that would be kind of cool, saying expect a Patronus out loud, but do you really want to do that in public? I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I think there's going to be an option for you, like I know they have the technology to do the audio cue as well. but I think there's the option to do the audio cues or even just hitting a button. I can have multiple options for different spells that you can use.
Yeah, I covered that in my last video. Thinking like if they do use Escher Realities technology, it would probably be a toggle switch, just like AR pluses right now with Pokemon Go. That would just make sense.
I've talked to a handful of people that I play Pokemon Go with in my community, and that's, I think, the largest concern about Wizards Unite is they're like, people already think we're crazy walking around with our Pokemon Go. What are they going to think when we're waving our phones around and yelling spells at each other? So.
That happened to me last night. I was at a concert, and this guy was like, "Are you catching Pokemon?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, or even better, like if you had a wand, sort of like a Pokemon Go Plus, and you're just like casting spells, doing different motions and stuff in public.
That would still be weird.
But but it would bring in that realisticness.
Yeah, that's true. But with the Poco Plus, it makes you discreet. No one would know you're actually playing Pokemon Go.
Well, the other thing that's really interesting is if they put a wand into the game where Niantic, developed a Go Plus. Niantic's not a hardware company; they're a software company, and they're developing a line of wands to work with the game would be an interesting move that I'm not sure they want to do business wise.
Well, it's interesting that you do that because have you guys heard of the Arcane Mages? No? Well, it's like a wizarding AR game, and it's very, very small population. So it's like a group of like 7 people who created it, and they originally had wands that people could use to cast spells, and you just kind of draw what the spell looks like. So kind of like you're casting an actual spell. And I think it's something that could be implemented. It's just expensive, and it's going to cost more than what a Pokemon Go Plus will.
That, and I believe it was the Pokemon company who produced the Pokemon Go Plus. That's why it took so long after launch. They just had some technical difficulties, and they weren't developing it like Niantic was the game.
Right, and then if like Warner Brothers wanted to, because Warner Brothers has a bunch of decorative wands, and they're involved with the game too, could also mass produce these things if they want.
They could, yeah.
They could, yeah.
Warner Bros. Definitely has a bigger production line for developing something like that. Yeah, that could be cool. That could be cool. But the AR, I got to imagine with the new AR stuff, the creatures because I think they're going to develop creatures into the game somehow to a large degree, especially with what you see with Pokemon where they have, the Pikachu and Eevee running around. They're definitely going to have the different beasts involved in the game, and that would be really cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, and what's interesting about the company that Niantic just actually acquired, the Matrix Mill, is that they're focusing on using machine learning to push AR a little bit more realistically into the environment. So I know sometimes in AR Plus and Pokemon Go, you'll bring out a Pokemon and it just like lands on top of whatever you're looking at. But what Matrix Mill does with their AR technology is actually integrate how you could actually integrate all of your AR technologies into the real world. So you could actually have potentially something hiding in a bush or in a cave or something like that. And it won't just be a picture in front of it, but instead hidden within.
Yeah.
Trailer.
Yeah, that part of the trailer was really impressive.
Did you guys see that video where the Pikachu was running around?
Yeah, that was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And it comes with the whole from Apple, because they have this game. It's kind of like where you throw pull
a slingshot thingy?
Yeah. And then you have to knock down everyone's towers, but they're actually using the real world, and you can see the other person playing it with you. So yeah, that's pretty much dueling right there.
iOS 12, baby.
Yeah.
It's a few months away. Also group notifications too. What?
Well, Apple's really. I covered a video on this, but Apple really is trying to push AR technology.
I think it's because they're trying to make the AR glasses. Yeah, so they're developing these technologies. So when they actually release those AR glasses that's been rumored for a while, they would already have applications that's gonna be loaded to that glasses.
Yeah, you got to create a need first for the product.
Well, the Pokemon company, I mean, Niantic said that they want to use that kind of technology, that they're waiting on the glasses to come
The
out.
glasses. They do not want people
Specifically said that.
waving their phones around, looking at phones. They want people looking at the environment.
Yeah,
And
there
the Pokestops with the landmarks. Have you guys played Jurassic World Alive?
I have.
No.
Yeah, I have. And they have these Pokestops, but they do not have any correlation with the real world. They're just random stops. So it's kind of less than Pokemon Go, but it's a bit fun because of the PvP in it.
Yeah, I do like
how Draconius Go was, where they just had like random stops everywhere, and that's why Draconius Go didn't interest people as much.
I think the real world locations are like a huge aspect, huge reason why Ingress and Pokemon Go have been so successful.
Yeah, I've learned so much about my city just by playing, and places I travel to. I mean, it's really cool to have landmarks like that.
Yeah, sometimes I even just use Pokemon Go as like a navigation system.
Exactly, I always do that too.
Yeah, so like, oh, if I want to start, so it just makes you want to explore the city more.
So since we're on this topic, I've been wondering how it would make sense for Wizards Unite to be located at any of the schools at all. It really makes more sense to be a Fantastic Beasts game, especially with all of the Fantastic Beasts movies coming out over the next few years. And it's going to be almost just as many as the Harry Potter movies. So what do you guys think about that?
I think that they're calling it Harry Potter because it's just the universe that it comes in. But I don't think it's necessarily going to be strictly correlated to just Harry Potter. I think it will include stuff like Fantastic Beasts and things like that. So I think you're onto that for sure. Harry Potter's a bigger name than Fantastic Beasts, just from a brand perspective. So
it's gonna pull more people in.
Yeah,
100%.
But I don't think that they want to make it like a complete clone of Pokemon Go, where you're just encountering beasts.
Please do not let it be like that, because I would be so turned off.
Right, but that's why
they have to make a difference.
Yeah, but that's why I think it's not called also Fantastic Beasts, Wizards Unite. But like there's other things within the Harry Potter universe that it could be, but like right.
Can I pitch my theory on what plotline it's gonna be to you guys?
Yeah, go for it.
Do it.
So imagine a world where Grindelwald has convinced a bunch of people that it is for the better, it is for the greater good to let Muggles know that magic exists. But then there's still the other side that says, no, Muggles can't know magic exists. So that's where you unite with the side that you believe in, and that's two teams. I'm sorry, there's alarms. You guys can talk.
Do we know?
Oh, man.
Better run, dearie. Better run.
They're coming for me.
Hide your wands, man. Apparate away.
Oh no.
But yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
I see them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna do schools. I kind of covered a video with some of the different schools, and where I think it's an awesome idea. I think it'd be a lot of fun to have the different schools. It just compartmentalizes the teams geographically, which makes it really tough, I think, for interacting. So I would love for it to be schools rather than just the Harry Potter houses, but I think what you said is a good idea for teams, but I do think they'll probably do houses.
I feel like houses are more practical, specifically because you could potentially see a link between the Pottermore accounts, how similarly you can sign in through Pokemon Trainer Club and do it that way through your Pokemon account. You could potentially link your Pottermore account, if they set it up that way, to bring in your house that you've already selected or been sorted into. And with that, also your Patronus would potentially go along with it, which I think would be really neat. So that way you don't have to sit there and say, oh, well, my Patronus on Pottermore is this, and my Patronus on, on Harry Potter Potter Wizards Unite is this. I like the idea of schools regionally, so saying, oh yeah, it's America, you should have the American school. But there's also a lot of challenges with that as well, and I think houses are going to be more practical, especially because it's a nice even 4.
Here's my problem with the houses. There are so many people that just relate to the main trio and assume that they're Gryffindor. 100%.
Yeah, but
I have seen
this is the reason why they should, the people should not be able to choose their houses. They should be
Pottermore quizzes are hackable, though. It's like super obvious which questions to answer to get the house that you want. And people are going to keep recreating Pottermore accounts if that's the case, so that they can get on the house that they want.
I totally agree, but I also am surprised after becoming like more doing more my YouTube account and covering Harry Potter and seeing different comments and like who people are part of in terms of their house. There's a lot more of the other houses than I expected. I mean, I definitely feel like Gryffindor and Slytherin, because they're just so polarizing, that they naturally kind of gain a lot of.
I mean, did you pay attention to the Hogwarts mystery stats that they released? Because it
was ridiculously Gryffindor leaning. I saw that.
Like Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. Like there was no evenness.
Yeah,
but I also wonder if like Hogwarts mystery, since you're just kind of on your phone and playing it in your own time and whatever, if that's more for the casual Harry Potter fans, whereas the Wizards Unite game will be more what their actual house is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I don't think so. I think it'll be even worse, honestly. And Wizards Unite, if you look at Pokemon Go, I mean, how many people pick Mystic? Because for the most part, it's the best team in terms of the most people. So it's the easiest to get points. And strategically, from a trying to collect coins point of view, you should pick Mystic if you join Pokemon Go.
And think about if they had made Pokemon Go Team Rocket or Team Aqua or whatever, people would have gone with the one that they knew the most. There would have been a huge amount of Team Rocket just because so many people were only into Gen 1.
Absolutely.
True.
So there are going to be a bunch of basic fans. I mean, there's a huge player base. There's some people that are in our group that you guys weren't. There are some people that were not Pokemon fans before Pokemon Go came out. They just started playing Pokemon Go because it was a fun game. And there's going to be the same people that transfer over, or the softcore fan base that transfer over from Harry Potter that just want to play it casually, that only know Gryffindor or Slytherin, and that's all they're going to choose. Unless they force you to take a quiz inside the game and they force it to be even, there's not going to be any kind of even teams.
Yeah, and I'd say one of the challenges there, or one of the benefits of Pokemon Go, is that the 3 teams were not something beforehand, and therefore if you wanted to meet up with your friends, you could easily all pick the same team, go raiding together, go to gyms together. All of that stuff was very nice, but I know a lot of times, especially personality-based, you're going to find people on varying scales of which house they get.
Yeah, I mean, there's a coordination in terms, and they fixed that a little bit, I think, with the raid system, and it's pretty clear that Wizards Unite's going to have a raid system.
I think that's part of the game. Yeah. I think it's in their blog. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think that the whole rating system, and we should talk about that in a whole other video. I think, because I think we can dig into that pretty deep.
Yeah. Well, I think we've pretty much hit the end of our time limit. I think.
Oh man, already?
Oh, I so fast with you guys.
We just want to keep talking to you guys. This is so fun.
Station for other podcasts too. So
we got to run.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think I haven't got my opinion about teams yet, but I think teams are going to be a part of it. It's just really unknown how, and that's just something we're gonna have to wait till launch to find out, honestly.
Yeah.
But again, thank you guys so much for joining. It was great talking to you all.
Yeah. Great talking to you guys too.
Yeah.
Check out everyone's channels in the descriptions.
Yes. There are more order members. Everybody that could join this morning did but I promise there will be a different group of faces in the next one.
Yeah.
And we'll be varying each podcast.
Yeah.
So again, thanks everybody for joining. Thank everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
My sign off. If you guys want to all do your sign offs, have a magical day.
Use your magic wisely and keep an eye out for Dementors.
I will see you next time.
Yeah, we
love you all always.
forward to more orders, and we're excited to talk to you guys. So leave some comments in the just in the section, because we'd love to hear some topics that you guys want us to cover. So definitely leave some comments for us. So we'll see you next time.
All right.
Mischief managed.
Yeah, mischief man. Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
That's good. We're all good.
Awesome.
Cut it.
Cool.
Cut it.